Here I have an enhanced Cloud City box. This has 12 smaller boxes inside, each one with 3 different premium cards, so exclusive cards only to this set. And they're fairly powerful cards, most of them are. Some interesting objectives taking place, as you might guess, on Cloud City. It also has a few Cloud City booster packs in there. So these enhanced boxes, for the most part, they were of the easier decipher sets to get, so probably the more overprinted ones. That's why one of the reasons, I'm guessing, I'm not for sure, but I've heard other people say similar, that they made these enhanced sets was to get rid of the extra packs that they overproduced. So just trying to carefully open this one up. Packaging's pretty brittle. You might have seen at the start there was a bit of a opening on one side. So even though there's no Boba Fett in this set, there is a sort of a version of Boba Fett in his ship. Now we're out of the shrink wrap here. Should be 12 boxes in here, and unlike Enhanced Premiere, there's going to be a pretty even distribution of the different versions. There were 6 different box combinations that you could get in Enhanced Premiere. There's just 4 here, if I remember correctly. So we got Lando, and with Lando comes the Z95 Bespin Defense Fighter, and this deal is getting worse all the time, so that's the dark side objective for trying to control Cloud City. With IG-88 with his riot gun comes Dengar in his ship, the Punishing One, and Crush the Rebellion. And I'm reading the Tales of the Bounty Hunter stories right now, so just getting the background of why these characters are involved in the set. That was a Chewie, and with Chewie comes Lando and the Falcon and Quiet Mining Colony. So 3 light side cards in one. And then the other one, which we'll probably find further down. Yep, we'll see 3 of each in here. So the whole back row is going to be Boba Fett's. There it is. So 3 Boba Fett's in the back row. Pretty cool picture. You can see it zoomed in on him there. And you can see him sitting in the cockpit of his ship. With Boba Fett comes Forlom with his concussion rifle. Very good card, both the regular version and the virtual, and any methods necessary. So all dark side cards in that one. And I guess there was all dark side cards in this one too. So any methods necessary lets you get a bounty hunter into your hand at the start of the game. Not a super used starting interrupt these days, but I'm guessing back in the day when this set was new, this was when I was pretty young, so I didn't have a lot of cards back then. It would have been quite a way to start the game, to have Boba Fett, his weapon, his ship, and maybe a prison in your hand. So in here also came 4 Cloud City booster packs. Instead of opening one of these ones up and opening the packs inside, I have a booster box of Cloud City packs that I took one from, and we'll open that instead just to see what could be in Cloud City. This is still one of the more common sets, but of the 3 most common sets, White Border Premiere, Jabba's Palace, and Cloud City, I think Cloud City is one of the more fun ones to open. Maybe tied with Premiere. Hard to say, but getting a Captain Han or a Leia or a Boba Fett is always pretty cool. Plus the images on Cloud City, there's a lot of that red background. Those are always very nice to see, very pretty cards. This is made into a defensive shield now, so a pretty useful card. So Cloud City Trooper and Technician right next to each other. And here's a fun card, being able to put weapons and devices, or I should say devices and character weapons in your used pile. It's a good way to get cards back in your deck in an emergency. And that can be pretty annoying. The first function, if your opponent uses a lightsaber to add 1 to a force drain, you can toss it back in their deck. That can kind of ruin their plans. Alright, and the last card's going to be the rare. It is a Will Find Han. So not a super useful card, and when you open Cloud City, most of the time you are going to get an interrupt as your rare. But that's the basics of what you'll find in Cloud City. A lot of interrupts, and of course, thematic cards around the last major location in Empire Strikes Back. My next video is going to be an Enhanced Jabba's Palace booster box. I shouldn't say booster box, Enhanced Jabba's Palace deck box. And that one will be coming up soon. So I hope you watch that one, and thanks for watching this video.